Alright, welcome back to Columbia Basin Hobby, and welcome back to my Tamiya Top Force build. First video I got the rear diff and stuff like that done. We got this one. Tonight we're going to do the shocks. We're going to open the infamous D-bag. So anyways, let's get this opened up and start getting to work on the shocks. I think I will probably build 3 of them and then build the 4th one on camera, and then we'll go from there. So anyways, let me build 3 of them and I will come back. Alright, got 2 rear shocks made, 1 front shock made. Let's make the last front one. Not that there's any difference in the actual shocks themselves. The difference is in the springs. There's different springs front and rear. So I'll show you how I like to build my shocks. Everybody of course probably has a different way, but show you the way I like to build it. I'm using a little bit of Traxxas silicone grease, putting a little bit in for the O-rings. You do an O-ring, a spacer, another O-ring, put a little more silicone grease on that. Then I like to put my cap on just a little bit. I tighten it up, make sure it's all centered, and I back it off a little bit, and I'll put a little bit of silicone grease on the end so that when you put it in, and there's even more in there, but I like a lot of stuff in there, and when you push it in, it lubricates the O-rings so you don't mess them up. And then once I have the shock shaft in, then I will tighten it up tight. There you go. And there's that. We'll go and we'll put the rod end on it. Go until it gets tight. Then fill it up with shock fluid. I like to get partway up to the top. There you go. Cycle it a few times. Get the air out. And then top it off a little bit more. And they want you to put this in to where it just spills out a little bit more. Put a little bit more in. There we go. There, that probably is good. In the instructions they want you to fill it up and then push that in and overflow, but I found out that if you just kind of put it in there and then it feels nice and smooth. I'll tighten that up. There we go. That's good and tight. Put that in, and I have been using the screws for that because I couldn't find any other screws that I had that were this small, so I'm using the screws provided. Tighten that up a little bit. They wanted about 5 millimeters, they say. And there is a little thing you can measure on the page. Go over here and measure that. Yeah, that looks about right. And you want it in line with this. And I'll just tighten that all the way up. There we go. Spring. Put that in. There's another front shock. So there you go, that's how I do my shocks. Let's put them on. So those are the rear shocks. We'll put them on, I guess, like that. So put this away. Moving on to step 27. So going to find some screws that are, there we go. Those will replace those for now. So this goes in a spacer. The screw, it goes into, well, that's the front ones, oops. These are the front shocks. Let's do the front shocks first. Okay. So that there. Screw through. Oops. This spacer through this one right there. And then we'll dab a little bit of go. Get that one on. This other spacer there. Go. There we go. And find some screws that'll fit this. Let's go with, there we go. Alright. So these, they want them bushing, brass bushing to the bottom. They go in the center one there. Go. Feels nice. Man, that feels nice. Same thing on the other side. There we go. Oh no, that's right. There you go. There's the front shocks. Man, those are smooth. I've never done anything with an older CVA style shocks for the Tamiya, but man, those are smooth. Alright, let's put the back ones on. So, back ones should be about the same thing. Yep. So, I have a couple of these. These are, I'm using 3x25 for those, for the top shocks. And maybe they're not as long. No, they don't need to be as long. Now let's go with that was a 16. Actually, those were 18s. Let's go with a 20. There we go. We'll go 3x20s. And those go in this one right here. Go that. Oops. I messed up on that one. Should have put it this way. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. This one's gonna go this way. And that goes in this one right there. Tighten that one up. That one up. What do we use for the other ones? Were they 16s? Yeah. 3x16s for the bottoms. And they also go in the center. The center of 3 holes. There we go. Go, there's that one. This one. And there we go. There is the shocks. And again, those are just really smooth shocks. There you go. All right, I'm going to get another bag out of the stuff we need to get onto next, which looks like is starting to assemble the chassis. So we'll get these out of the way here a little bit, and we'll get the box out, or the stuff out for doing the chassis, and I will be right back. Alright, let's start on the chassis. I've got some of the stuff out for starting on the chassis, so let's start on that. Again, I need Loctite because I'm going into a lot of aluminum stuff, like this one right here. Wait to get this other one in before I tighten it all the way up. Get the screw through there. There we go. And we got these 2 short ones that go up in the front too. thread locker on that side. Let's go that one, right? Yeah. Should they go? They do go that way. Or just go in. Oh, those go through. Those don't go through that. Those go through this one right here. Okay. Those go on the outside. Like that. And these two go in the center there. These go on the center two here. That one. Trying to get those just cinched tight. Okay, it goes in the must be right. There we go. Go. There's that, and then these two go there and there. Since they're going into plastic, we don't need any. I'm going to actually run my electric. Ooh. Alright, do this side. It goes in there a little tight. Go extremely tight on it. Go there. Go. That goes like that. That goes like that. And then let's put this goes right there. Oh. Must be the antenna holder. Use a little screwdriver here just to kind of hold it. There we go. There's that all. Then, oh, okay, that's the other one that goes. Now I need the J12. Okay, it's this piece right here. Thing I didn't realize. There we go. That goes right there. Goes right there. Ooh. Okay, that's tight. Grab it with my pliers there. There you go. There is part of that, and these four get screwed into this here. Put it in straight. There we go. Let's go in. Let's go in tight. Right. For the battery hold downs is what that is. Yep. Yeah, battery sits in there. There we go. All right, next thing is to do more rod ends, and again I'm just going to do it off camera and get them done and then come back. All right, got these all made. Now move on to some of the steering stuff here. There we go. Tighten them all up. And that was step 29. There we go. On to step 30. Oops. This one screws in from the other side. I didn't see that one in that step there, but I caught it. All right, there we go. Put that aside. Okay, step 30. Let's take this one like that. That one like that. And the short one, let's go in the middle. Where's my pliers? There it is. Goes. So it goes like that. It goes in like this. These are a little bit of a pain to kind of put together. Come on. Ouch. Goes. And these go on the other end. Better, maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, that worked better. Oops, goes that way. That worked better. Now, bearings. Kind of nice that this thing's actually supported by bearings. Not many companies do that. Traxxas for sure doesn't. Their stuff is all done by bushings. Maybe some of their newer stuff is, but man, that is just nice and smooth. Look at that. Alright, there we go. That is step 30. Now I need a couple of 3x6 screws. No washers. Nope, no washers. There. Steering. Cool. Alrighty. Well. I think I'm going to stop there for now. And yeah, I think I'm going to stop there for now. And we'll continue on tomorrow. So stay tuned. And we'll come back tomorrow and we'll start putting this stuff onto the chassis. We'll talk to you later. Bye.